So we have February 15th, and this is my newest toxic rain video or update. As you can see here, we have things hanging in the tree here. These have been here for quite some time, and throughout the whole entire winter. And as you can see, it's not really dried and it's not really dried like it should be, and they didn't fall. And as you can see here, we have some really funky red leaves, which should be green. It's purple. And you can see here, it's a little blurry. There's a spot there. It's exactly like this here. Very crazy colors there. Hello. Wolfie. Many people think that this is to do with the geoengineering or chemtrails. I personally think that it has to do with the Corexit and BP. Okay, the chemtrails or the cloud seeding could be a cause, but look at the grass here. You can see that the grass is really burnt, and this isn't the normal color of grass, really. Especially since we had winter, and we had a lot of snow in December, but it melted really quickly, and from November to December we had quite a bit of snow in Germany, and that's something we haven't seen in a long time here. And at least I've been here for almost 13 years now, and I've never noticed these kind of changes in the leaves, where the leaves stay on the tree and they don't fall. I mean, I can watch this. Huh? A few of the leaves fall, but the majority of them stay on the tree, and that's not normal. And when you take the branch of the tree and you bend it, it doesn't really snap, and it's like rubber. You look at a lot of other different plants here, you see spots in them. Go a little further in to the stuff here, and you see the burning there. Now there's a place over here, where the Kaiser Wilhelm Park, where I usually film. I also have done some filming here. This is actually where I did my first toxic rain video back in July. And shortly after this video, I stuck a glass out in the rain and got yellow rainwater. I gave a sample of this yellow rainwater to the city of Krefeld, but I haven't heard anything from them about this. They were quite interested, I think, but they weren't interested enough to contact me and tell me what the results were of the water. And the pictures, I showed them a lot of pictures too as well, of all the leaves that were all burnt in August and July. And yeah, their eyes widened for a lot of the pictures, but still no response. But they've been cutting down a lot of the trees, and I don't know why I'm walking so far out here, but you can still see here in the grass that the grass is definitely burnt. And Okay, it's very warm too today for February. It's actually January and February actually towards the end got really warm. And well, it could be because of the magnetic pole shifting, but I was seeing today that there's some people that say that the magnetic pole shift is a joke, but hey, most things in life are a joke. But I've never experienced such warm weather in January before, and we have a lot of new growth in a lot of plants, which is also really strange. I mean, there's over in the Kaiser Wilhelm, there's flowers that are blooming, and I saw what they call Feuerkäfer. Also, and a lot of worms are coming out of the ground, and I actually were on the sidewalk, and I actually collected a bunch of them and threw them in the. Well, I didn't throw them. I put them in the Wiese here in the Stadtgarten where we are now, because I figured it'd be better for them to be in the soil than on cement. But I definitely don't think that geoengineering has anything to do with this. It could, but I think if it really was geoengineering, then we would have seen this years and years and years ago. And there's such a mass amount of plants and birds and animals dying, and it's a little too coincidental with BP's dying. But not only BP, because you can't really blame just the BP, because there were many oil spills in the past year, and not only in the Gulf of Mexico, but in China as well. And they had a 71-mile oil spill that, but if you look here, everything looks really rotted, and here's a spot where I found that strange substance. Right here. It's mostly all gone, but what I have in the jar is still there. Very interesting. Some weeks ago I was here, and all the bushes were here too as well. And all the bushes are gone now. They looked like they were getting better, but I don't know, they cut everything all away. And it was all starting to turn green again, and don't really understand why they did that. But I'm waiting for the light now. There's a lot of trees though here in Krefeld, and well, I did a lot of traveling, about 250 miles distance, and within the 250 miles distance, everywhere I went, the trees all look the same. All the seeds are in them, and the leaves, most of the trees have the leaves still in them. And this isn't changing much at all. There was no fall. So no fall, what's that going to be for spring? That's the thing that I'm really concerned about, is what spring is really going to bring for us, and how the air, because the air has definitely changed a lot, and you can feel it. It's really hard to breathe sometimes, and that's the Corexit in the air. You see over here, we got this tree here, it's got all its seeds still there. They didn't fall. They're still there. And it's February. Those seeds died in July, as most of the plants and stuff that I've been filming. July, June, but the stuff is definitely getting worse. I mean, you can see that the leaves are rotting. But here, I was some time ago, and there was all these bushels of trees, and they really cut down everything here. I have to go a little quicker now. But almost everything has this like coppery feel to it. If you look at the bushes here, it's like I mean, there are green things coming here, like little sprouts coming from the trees, but the branches look funny, and they look like they were dipped in copper, or and it's the same with the ground too. The ground is really darker than it usually is, and it's a lot of the leaves are all rotted on the. Look at this bush here; it's almost black. That's a good thing, though. There are things coming, but is it really normal for the stuff to start sprouting in February? It's more like a spring thing. April, May, and we got flowers in January, February. It's really odd. Okay, it's no longer January, but still, it's definitely something to think about. And the Codex Alimentarius, this is also something that many people should be thinking about. It's all a big connection, I think. Also the seed bank that they put, the Norwegian government did. It's a little strange how all this stuff happens and all this stuff starts dying, and a few years before they made a bunker where they put all the seeds, and I don't know, depopulation, more than likely. So all the trees they cut down here, go here. See what I mean about the flowers? The flowers are coming. But I'm wondering if someone put them there, and they're not really coming from nature itself, but someone put them in the ground and just to keep the balance. But wonder how long they'll live with the rains. Because every time it rains, it's definitely getting worse for the plants, for the animals, for us. And every time I get near my shower, which is a weird thing, every time I take a shower I start to cough. And it's odd because I'm not normally coughing. Sometimes I cough, but I get this really hacking cough when I take a shower. But these are the himbeers, or the raspberries bushes here, and they were hit really hard. I have some earlier video footage from my previous videos where you can see the funky colors in the raspberries and whatnot. Okay, but most people will say that it is fall, and or not fall, but it was winter, and this is normal. But hell, this right here is not normal. Look, I'll go over to it again, like I did before in the Stuttgart, and shake the tree, and some of the leaves will fall, but most of them are still there. This tree is dead. Like most of the trees that are here, and they like all the ones I cut down over on that side. Before you couldn't really see the buildings there. Now you can see the buildings really well because I cut everything away. Now I'm running out of time. I'm going to say goodbye. I will make another video again, and I do hope to get some good responses from people. Yeah, have a great day, everyone, and happy belated Valentine's. Ciao.